probably one of the most common questions we get asked is how do we check site speed? What tool do we use? So there's a whole bunch of tools out there. Our tool of choice is Pingdom, Pingdom. Tools.pingdom.com is the web address. So tools.pingdom.com. And the reason why we use the Pingdom speed tester is because it gives us the closest real world speed test, the closest to the speed in the real world. It also allows us to test from multiple locations. So we can test from Europe. There's a couple of locations in North America and Australia, which a lot of speed test tools won't let you do that. They don't have multiple locations. We found it's the most accurate. So there are other tools out there, but we found Pingdom is the closest to the real world speed test. So our two different services, standard and business. The standard speed test, we're aiming for an under 3 second load time, and typically sites will load kind of around that 2 second mark, 1.5 to 2 seconds if they're on good hosting. And then the business speed fix, our target is under 1.5 seconds. So typically, depending on how heavy the site is and how many tracking codes and marketing codes and analytics codes it has on it, typically sites on the business plan we'll get them to load under 1 second. So quite often we'll get them loading in half a second if the site has a good theme, only has a handful of plugins, and doesn't have a lot of images. So so check out your site speed. Go to tools.pingdom.com, and it's probably worth running 2 or 3 tests to get an average, because quite often you might get one test that's a little bit slower than the others. So it's probably worth running a few just so you get a more accurate indication of your load speed.